He, doesn't see a future for lighter than air and doesn't think that it will work. And so, we can appreciate skepticism, and especially when people do have expertise in a adjacent field. However, we also love the opportunity to prove them wrong.
You have to wear the things. Meet my dad. He's also helping me out today.
Hello,
with
Claudia.
the airships.
All right, it's kind of the calm before the storm. I have coffee, which is obviously the first stop of the day, and then we're going to be heading into the main ballroom here shortly. So let's do it. It's so interesting seeing the military officials from all over the world who are attending this conference. So I'm seeing countries like Japan, France, Germany, Sweden, Norway. It's just really cool to see the allied forces basically here in the United States, and like how they interact with our military and the procurement process and all of those things. I of course knew going into this that was an aspect of this conference, but seeing it in person is just kind of a whole nother thing. So that's been very cool. So many different ways to be engaged with the Department of War, and figuring out what the right path for us with Float is definitely a challenge.
So this week, I know Dan and Ohm are working on a prototype craft. I'm constantly looking at the curves and looking at the dimensions to make sure we're kind of maintaining the aesthetic.
All right, leaving the hotel for day 2, about to be probably the biggest day of the conference. The one that's probably most specifically relevant to us at Float is the breakout session on resilient logistics, which is kind of the category that we cleanly fall into in terms of what we're building with Floatcraft. A lot of the advice that I've been getting from different members of the DoW, and then also some of these other companies who contract with the DoW, are to basically engage in as many ways as we can, and let them tell you how the thing that we're building fits into the bigger picture, because there can often be use cases and applications that we aren't even aware of.
But yeah, we're trying to get the structure ready right now, and I'm just done epoxying all 4 major arcs. Have CF on my shirt, hands everywhere, and it's fun working. It's fun, getting all hands on the first prototype. That's what I love doing.
So today the actual expo is open, so you can walk around and view all the different companies' demonstrations and displays of their products and services and other things that they're working on. There are some really interesting ones, ranging from a company that's making batteries that can survive Arctic temperatures. All right, check this out. So crazy, so overwhelming. There are so many companies here, way more than I even imagined before. We saw Palantir, we saw Kaloo, so shout out to Lighter Than Air builders there. I look like a disaster right now, and it's because I literally could not get an Uber or a Lyft. Anyways, the end of day 2, which is the first full day of the conference, it was probably as productive as I could have hoped it to be. Tragically, camera went missing on day 3. I am heavily perplexed on how it happened still. You guys, sometimes things just happen that are serendipitous, and man, humanity can be so great sometimes. The Lyft driver that I had at 9 a.m. this morning found the camera, and he drove all the way out to the airport where I still am. And by the way, the only reason I'm still at the airport is because my flight happened to be delayed because of storms up on the Northeast, not even because they're down here in Tampa. And everything came together, and I got the camera back.
Why am I leaving you guys? Recently, my husband has been kind of just looking for a job search. A big opportunity fell into his lap, so we have decided, after a lot of discussion, we're gonna relocate to Texas for this new job.
Hope she remembers us, Hope Claudia remember us, okay? Don't forget us.